Hello there, grade 6. Last time, we changed percents to fractions and decimals. And remember, when you change percents to fraction, you just write the number without the percent symbol and then write over 100. And then, simplify. When you change percent to decimal, just move the decimal point 2 places to the left. Please do not forget those things. For today, we are going to change fractions and decimals to percent. Are you ready? Let us start. We have here 11 over 20. Do you remember that a percent is a ratio or rate that compares a number to 100? So, that only means that our denominator should be 100, right? So, look at the denominator and see if it is possible to make it 100. Since our denominator here is 20, so that means we can multiply it by 5, making it 100. And when we make equivalent ratios, whatever we do with our denominator, we should also do it with our numerator. So since we multiply the denominator by 5, that means we will also multiply our numerator by 5. That gives us 11 times 5 is 55. And 20 times 5 is 100. So it is now 55 over 100 or 55 out of 100. And 55 out of 100 is 55%. So that means 11 over 20 is 55%. Now how about a decimal to percent? So we have here 524 thousandths or 0.524. You remember when we change percent to decimal, we just move the decimal point 2 places to the left. So since it's the other way, that only means that you're going to multiply it by 100 or just simply move the decimal point 2 places to the right. Since we have here 0.524, move the decimal point 2 places to the right, making it 52.4. And then just put our percent sign. So the decimal point 0.524 is equal to 52.4%. Now we have here a decimal 0.7 or 7/10. We are going to write it as a fraction and then as a percent. Since this is 7/10, so as a fraction, it is 7 over 10. And it is already in simplest form. Now let us write it as a percent. Remember, we have to make our denominator equal to 100 if possible. So since our denominator here is 10, so we can make it 100 by multiplying it by 10. Since we multiply our denominator by 10, then we have to multiply also our numerator by 10. That gives us 70 over 100, and 70 over 100 is equal to 70%. Another example, we have here 3 over 40. So as we can see, our denominator, which is 40, is not a factor of 100, or we cannot make it 100. So in this case, we are going to change it first to decimal by dividing our numerator by the denominator, and then later when we already have the decimal, we will change that decimal to percent. So this will give us 3 divided by 40. So since 3 is smaller than 40, you have to put 0.0, align the decimal point. That's still 0. Add another 0, so that gives us 300 divided by 40. 300 divided by 40 is 7. 7 times 40 is 280. Subtract, that gives us 20. Bring down another 0. So that gives us 200 divided by 40, which is 5. And 5 times 40 is 200. Subtract, that gives us 0. So when we divide 3 by 40, that gives us 0.075. Now we already have here a decimal, and to change decimal to percent, just move the decimal point 2 places to the right. So 1, 2, that gives us 7.5, and then do not forget the percent sign.
Let us have our math trivia. Did you know the symbol for division is called an obolus? Now you know.
And that's it. Simple. That is how you change fractions and decimals to percent. So for more practice, do share and show and on your own, numbers 1 to 8. Thank you for listening. See you again. Bye.
I hope you learned a lot today. And if you do, can you sing with me? We learned a lot today. We learned a lot today. We are all happy now. We learned a lot today.